Hello. I am finally back from my fun travels. I got a chance to go to Guatemala again, which was amazing. Absolutely love visiting there and spending time with my friends, PJ and Stuart, who own this gorgeous, amazing resort retreat facility in Guatemala, kind of near Lake Atitlan. If you've ever been there, just fantastic. So I'm back. I had a great rejuvenating trip, got a chance to do lots of writing. And so back to Bend. And what have we been doing here? We've been watching Netflix. Jim and I are catching up on some of the Netflix stuff that we've heard about, people enjoying. And so we got a chance to watch Queen Charlotte together, which we really enjoyed. It's such a sexy series, in my opinion, just the passion between the two people, between Queen Charlotte and King George. If you've not watched it and you like sexy, hot, kind of brocaded sexual scenes, like this is for you. I don't know. It's amazing. It's just a beautiful story of a continuously sexual, passionate relationship with between two people with lots of stuff going on, because we all know, right, that it's not necessarily easy to keep passion alive in the middle of child rearing. In their case, they're doing all this royal work and they've got all sorts of intrigue, palace intrigue, literally. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story and super worth watching. But we've also watched a reality TV show, and I don't know how many of you watch those types of things, but we've been watching the Ultimatum, Queer Love. And for me, as someone, if you follow me, you know that I identify as queer, as bisexual. So for me, the whole lesbian aspect of it is interesting and fun because I kind of like watching all the women together and, you know, how they interact. And, you know, it's a reality TV show. If you've not seen any of these Ultimatum shows, there are two people, they're in a relationship. In this case, they're both women. And one of them wants to get married and make that commitment and go forward, and the other is saying no. And so what happens in the show is they bring these people together to a location. So I don't know, it looks maybe like Miami or something. And they, you know, say, hey, I'm the one who doesn't want to get married, and here's my partner, she wants to get married. And then they kind of give them the opportunity to get to know other people and date, I guess, you know, we date these other women who are there. I think it's like 8, maybe it's like, it must be 10 couples. No, sorry, 10 people, 5 couples. So they have dates, interactions with these other people. And then after a period of time, they make a decision and they have what's called the trial marriage. Now, that's as far as we are. We're at where they're starting the trial marriage. So these people, these women have selected another person, not the person they arrived with, to kind of hook up with and live with for several weeks to see how they get along. And this is a full-on connection, I think. I mean, I'm only at the trial marriage portion. I haven't got through that part yet, but, you know, they're going to be sleeping together. They're going to be together in this house or apartment. It's pretty interesting to me. Now, of course, you remember what I do for a living, so I'm always interested in the whole sexual intimacy part of life. And yeah, so I like the show. Jim can't stand it. He is so irritated by this show. He finds it so annoying that the way the women kind of engage with each other, you know, all of the talking. One of his comments is like, is there ever going to be any sex? What's happening here? Like, why isn't there any sex happening? So funny to me, the way we react to this show. It's not particularly surprising because he wouldn't or hasn't typically liked reality TV in general, but it's been like he's just really annoyed by this thing, really annoyed by these people, really annoyed by the premise and how ridiculous. And, you know, I can give him that. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that you're going to be there with the cameras running, just like in any of these reality TV shows, like, you know, Married at First Sight or any of the other ones. You know, you're there, the cameras are running, and all of your personal feelings, all of your experiences with your other person are in front of the camera. You know, I don't know how they even manage that, honestly, on a set, how that works for people, but Apparently it does. So, but that irritates him. And then the other thing that irritates him is kind of just the depth of the conversation, which is interesting because I like that part. I like the fact that the women are talking about their feelings and sharing their feelings, and they're engaging in conflictive conversations. And this may be a gender difference between us, or just maybe a personality thing between Jim and me that is, just different. Yeah, so I don't know if talking about your relationship is an issue in your marriage or, partnership, but it is for so many people. So many people just can't talk about sex. And I don't know if that's you. It's so many people. It's not even that you can't say, like it would be great if we had a better sexual experience or our love life is a little bit off track, but getting into the real details about what's happening or not happening is so important for you. So I wish that you would, if that's you, like get into the talk, which is this really easy class that I've been teaching. It costs $49. You're welcome to jump in there. I'll put the link in this video. But anyway, getting back to the ultimatum, getting back to Queen Charlotte, I love being able to be in conversations with Jim about things like this so that we can explore how different kinds of media, the funny noise, media impacts us. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.